this week, I set myself the task to see if I could make a K-pop Demon Hunters cake in less than a week. So I started off stacking up some vanilla sponge, and then I added in some purpley pink coloured layers for Rumi's patterns. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Then I added some white chocolate modelling chocolate to the face and went in and sculpted all of her facial details before eventually moving on to add another layer of white chocolate ganache to sculpt in all of those details for her clothes. I didn't realise how detailed her clothing actually was, and it came back to bite me in the butt whenever I had to decorate it at the very end, but you'll see that soon enough in the video. Once I was happy with the initial sculpt, it was then time to go in and add a little bit more detail to her hair and add on that really cool top braid. Is it a Dutch braid? I'm not actually sure what it's called. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments because I really want to try and do it to my own and my kids' hair. So once I'd finished with the main blocking out of the hair, I went in with this silicone tool to put in some of the detail, and then I went in and used my blowtorch to soften it all up before going in with a Dresden tool and adding in a little bit more texture to give it that really authentic, real look. Next up, it was time to move on to the hands. I'd put on like a rough idea of what I wanted the hands to look like and let it go hard, and then I was able to go in and add in loads of extra detail to make it look extra realistic and give the animation the credit that it deserves because it is really beautifully done. And this is what the hand looked like after that initial sculpt. Then it was time to add in lots of big pieces of modelling chocolate to give the colours for the legs. And once I'd finished off both of the legs, I went on and added in all of those elements of clothing, like her shorts, her top, her shoes, and eventually I went on to add on her golden jacket. Then once I'd finished adding in all of those parts, it was time to go and add in every single tiny little detail to her jacket, from name tags to zippers, and then to the zippers on her trousers, the weird turtle shell thing on her shoulder, her little dangly things that she had coming up. Honestly, there was so much details. It was ridiculous. I underestimated how detailed she actually was before I decided to make this cake. Anyway, once I'd added in every single one of those details, which took me a fair few hours, it was time to add on her final details to her face by painting in her eyes and her little light reflections. And then, I'm not a makeup artist, so this was quite difficult to get this right. I needed to do her eyelashes, her eyebrows, her blush, and her lipstick. And then eventually I went on to add in all of the silver and gold details. And here she is, the finished life-size Rumi K-pop Demon Hunters cake. I am so ecstatic with how this one turned out. I think I really nailed every single part of this. I honestly couldn't be any more happy with how she turned out, especially with all of those little details. I think taking the time to add those all in really made a difference with this one. And I'm so pleased with how she came out. I really hope you like her too. Thanks for watching, guys.